He's quick, he's spry, he's got something in his eye, he's wry. It's the Tom O'Gormliss interview.
Up the tempo a bit.
GORMLISS.
You are very much of the same as you should be. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm back on your screens again after only a 9-week absence this time. And as you can see, these years are looking better than ever, pretty trim. Now, ladies and gentlemen, one of the things I want you to bear with me inside upon tonight is the fact that Jeff Bugler is on the show for the first time. You know nothing about him. Let me tell you. He worked for several years in Do You Know Come Die Draw Radio. You don't, I don't, nobody don't, no more, don't exist. They had their grant taken away. There we are. He's come here now, Jeff Bugler, and this week he's going to be making it all plans different. Can we hear it for him, Jeff Bugler? You know your mind. Couldn't make it. Something went wrong with his wife's car. Now, ladies and gentlemen, tonight I'm going to tell you about a man who had to retire from doing show business because his blood pressure was far higher than it should be. I'm going to be hoping not to be making it higher tonight and perhaps even making him feel very, very hot. Will you please welcome a man who has brought a lot of smiles to a lot of faces and a frown to mine. Will you please welcome Ronnie Barker? Shake me.
Beg your pardon.
Hello, you big old boy. Now, would you like to sit down? Can I say first of all how grey you are than I expected? Hey, listen. I bet every time you're in the street a man says to you, good night. Does he?
I have a lot of people coming up to me asking for autographs.
No, you got it all bloody wrong. Does a man come up to you every time, same man, and say good night every time he sees you on the street?
Do you have a particular man in mind?
Yeah, the one who does it to me. Every time I go out in the street, a man comes up to me and goes, good night.
I've never experienced a man coming up to me and saying good night, no. Is there a reason why you should? Or
well, I
missing the point is?
No, I'd love to know. I used to work with him. When I was working for Rabson's. He's my colleague now. Yeah, now he comes out. Shall I tell you what he do? He gets to get up every day and stand by a bus stop where he used to be. No bus come for him no more because he's not working for him no more. But every day he got a sticker on his lapel and it's a badge of a different country. Every day a different one.
Yes.
Never seen the same one. Every time he sees me, he goes, good night, Tom.
Right. So why would you assume that this man would come up to me and ask me the same thing? I don't quite understand. Sorry.
I try everyone. See, well, I thought it was something to do with being famous.
No, sorry.
Do you like cider?
I don't really like cider, no, I'm sorry.
Just I got a bottle tonight.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah, Jackie getting married. Jackie getting married.
Jackie?
Production suite.
Oh, yes, yeah, of course.
She used to be my little lover sweetheart at one time, never mind.
Did she really? Oh.
Yeah. Now look here, Ronnie Corbett.
You sound like you have a story to tell, and it's Barker, by the way.
What is?
My surname.
Ronnie! You fat old swine.
Is that supposed to be some sort of joke?
Affection.
Yeah.
Ronnie, there is 9 things that I'm interested in about you.
Fine, reel them off.
Okay.
I'm ready for you, Tom.
Alright. My first one is perhaps the least interesting to normal members of the public. When I was in the shop, Boots, Cardiff, 10 years ago to the day. Funny. That's why I arranged it. It was going to be Sting. I saw a book, my friend saw it, Hubesy. He said, look at that, Ronnie Corbett's book of saucy postcards.
Ronnie Corbett's book of...
No, your name was on it.
My name is Ronnie Barker. Okay?
That's what your name was, Ronnie Barker's book of saucy postcards.
Yes.
What the, I can even say shag in hell was that about?
I'm afraid my memory of such things has become somewhat cloudy over the years.
Like beer?
Yeah, I suppose it's quite a good analogy. I didn't really have too much to...
what sort of women do you fancy?
Well, my good lady wife, obviously.
What about these saucy women in the book?
Well...
I had chicken pox. I had chicken pox. I had to stay in bed all the time. Think about it. What do you do when you're bad in bed?
Well, you contemplate life, I suppose, don't you?
Well, that's one thing. But that's another thing I had in mind.
What did you have in mind?
You know.
No, I don't. If I knew, I wouldn't be asking.
No, you made a career out of being saucy, so you should know what I'm talking about. What do you do when you're lying in bed on your own? Come on!
If it's if you're implying what I think you're implying, Tom, I don't think I really want to delve into this.
No, you're very old. But he came round the house with you a book of saucy postcards and said, I bought it after all. It was only 50p now. He nicked it, I think, but there we are. He was a hell of a boy. You know what he does now?
What does he do now?
Cow's lick. What? Cow lick in his hair. He bought me the book and I said, it's very funny that you bought me that, and then we both had a good old chuckle and did the Bovril trick. But then I had a look in the book and it was bosoms and everything. You can imagine what I was like, stuck in bed with my chicken pox. At least it stopped me scratching me, picking me scratches. Was the main thing.
Okay, right.
Jimmy Propuso.
Okay, that was number 9, I think, yeah?
Yep, and now number 8.
Thanks. Yes.
When in the original days of you being a young man came along, how did you first meet your little friend?
I first met him through the Frost Report.
Are we talking about the same person, do you suppose?
I presume we're talking about Mr. Corbett, yes?
There's all this gravy, I don't know. You met him, did you like him, or did you think, this is going to be painful?
No, we got on very well, actually. I mean,
Have a couple of pints to do?
We had a few pints, yes.
A couple of fags?
Yes, we did back then, of course.
Do you ever have a drive in the car?
What, together?
Yeah.
Yeah, we must have, yeah.
Do you go to Spa?
I don't think Spa existed back then.
I used to do that with Paul.
Paul?
My friend.
Right. Are
Used to
you
go
going
to
to name check all of your friends in this interview, then? Or-
I can. I won't. I can, though. It won't take as long as you think, funny enough. Me and Paul used to go outside Spa where the grassy bit was, where the dogs used to poo-poo. Right? I used to go like this to the woman who was serving in there, Kathy. We used to go like this. You bloomers! We can see your bloomers! Bloomers! We can see bloomers! Couldn't. Bloomers!
So you've obviously been influenced by my work then, eh?
Yeah, you're a saucy old sod, didn't you?
Yes.
Fat old swine, a saucy old sod. That's what my sister said. And
So far we had 3 of your friends and your sister.
so you met this little bugger of yours, right? That little short one.
Ronnie Corbett. Yes.
Him, the other one, right? Did you ever think, what I need now is a third Ronnie? I mean, how do you know when to stop? It's bloody daft.
Well, we weren't actually billed as the 2 Ronnies back then, of course. We were just part of the team.
Have you infiltrated my...
Sorry, yes.
Sorry.
No, carry on.
Alright, do you know my name?
Tom GORMLISS.
Right, do you know there's a man, funny, called Tom O'Connor?
Yes, I've known
And another famous man, Tom Jones?
Yes, I
No.
know Tom Jones.
Okay, where do I stop then?
We're going to name check all the people you know called Tom as well.
Exactly! My bloody point! How many people do you know got Ronnie? Ronnie Reagan, Ronnie Ronaldo and the Blue Tones? You see, you could have had every solipsistic thought you had in your head.
I'm pretty sure that if I got on the phone to
Yeah.
Ronald Reagan in the USA and asked if he would join myself and Ronnie Corbett, I'm pretty sure he would have turned me down.
Tell it to piss off.
Yes.
Yeah. See, but the point of the matter is, right, and this is where the efficacious nature of your life gets on my wick. Alright, okay? Alright, okay. Right, is you could have had 2 Ronnies, you could have had 9, you could have had 24, and we the public wouldn't have been any of the blimmin' wiser. Goodness me. Now then, you know in your book,
Yes.
do you? Think very, very careful before you say that.
Well, if you're talking about the book I've currently got out,
No,
I didn't think you were somehow.
no, come on. The book you currently got out is an autobiography, am I right
It
in
is,
saying?
yes.
Of yourself.
Yes, obviously.
20 years in show business. And it's called And It's Good Night From Him.
Yeah.
Right, now that, as you correctly ascertained, wasn't the book I was on about. I was on about the 2 Ronnies Annual 1977.
Right.
Can I ask you a simple question?
Certainly.
Why was 2 pages of the book at the back devoted to fun you can have with your pocket calculator, including how to write shell oil, hello, and a funny thing to do with adding up all the 8s? Now, as far as I know from watching your show, calculating has never played a very big part in the 2 Ronaldos. It was just about sketches and that. Was that your
Well,
first initiation into the world of high technology?
This is news to me, I'm afraid. I mean, I haven't...
What do you mean? Is you a bleeding book?
well,
You want a cover? You on the inside? Cartoons of you? Lots of cartoons of you. Lovely they were too. One man's in there, right? He did do your glasses, which is a famous bit of you, without your eyes behind them, just white. Funny enough.
yeah, I know the guy.
Yeah, and you know the short little man that you hang around with?
Ronnie Corbett.
Yeah. They drew his eyes in his glasses. No eyes with you. But you got eyes, I happen to notice.
I'm pleased you noticed that. I can't really comment on that, but I mean, it's a long time ago. I do still have a copy of all the 2 Ronnie's annuals.
So perhaps you remember the other bit then, where 2 pages was given up to tricks and puzzles. It had a picture of you up the top end with a baffled look on your
This was
face.
for children more than...
And the 2 Ronnies wasn't children.
Well, no, it wasn't, but we had
Bloody
different aspects
saucy.
of our work. I mean, the...
Ronnie Corbett was asking me how to put all the dominoes in a pack onto one domino and balance the buggers.
I'm sure he wasn't.
He blimmin' was.
I think the writers...
And I could see his eyes.
Yeah, listen, I should point out that we had very little to do with the annuals themselves. They were just an offshoot of BBC Enterprise.
That's funny.
Well...
That's like me bringing out a book saying I'm Tom GORMLISS, but I've left it to bloody Clark Kent to do. Or
Clark Kent?
Someone, anyone, don't matter. Do you know how to put all the dominoes onto one?
Well, I do now, obviously.
Do you? How?
Well, because I read the book. We did actually...
No, I mean, how would you do
we
it?
looked through the book beforehand, obviously.
Oh, did you enjoy it?
Well, we thought it was...
Who said the crossword, and why did everything start with R?
I beg your pardon?
And we'll move on then, obviously, because you're having a bit of a tricky difficulty.
Well, yeah,
Last thing I want to do is raise your blood pressure.
Mm.
I know that's what the ladies and gentlemen want to know, but there we are.